Hey, babe. How did the second day of your work trip go? Isn't it really hot where you are? Yeah, it was ridiculously hot today. I guess I should have expected that, coming to a town at the bottom of a basin. We had rain all morning, so the humidity had the whole place feeling like a sauna. That sounds awful. You're done with work today, right? Yeah, I came back to the hotel and immediately took a long shower. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, I went to a corner store nearby. Don't worry. Make sure to eat something healthy, okay? Getting food outside in this weather was exhausting, I bet. Yeah, it's so hot now that I don't even want to go outside. It's only the second day, but I want to go home already. How is Noah doing? He's doing great. Almost too well with how energetic he is. He is a growing boy after all. He's been really enjoying school lately. He's getting along great with his friends. I'm glad to hear that. You were saying he really likes his teacher, right? Ms. Addison, right? She seems pretty young to be teaching already. Yeah, I've heard from the other moms that their kids all love her too. She's still in her 20s, but that doesn't hold her back. The other parents really love her too. I really hope she can teach Noah again next year. Me too. I'm always glad if Noah can enjoy his time at school. But he does seem a little lonely since you left. He's been asking me, when will Papa come back? Over and over again. Really? He's really grown lately, but I guess he is still a child at heart. He's the cutest, isn't he? No matter what, he is still our little boy. Tell him that I'll be home as soon as I can. Also, that it's good to have fun at school, but not to give his teacher too much trouble. I'll make sure to tell him. You take care of yourself too, okay? Drink lots of water. Thanks. You too. I know you will take good care of everything while I'm gone. Love you. I'm so sorry for not picking up. We've got a bit of an emergency over here. Where have you been? I've got an emergency to deal with too. Trust me, what I have to deal with is worse. Noah was in a car accident. I'm in the ambulance with his teacher right now. Please come home as soon as you can. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? There's no time to talk. Just hurry up. No, you hurry up. Where are you? I just told you. I'm riding in an ambulance with Noah's teacher right now. Huh? But you're on a business trip. I cut work short and came home immediately. Why are you there ahead of me? His teacher contacted me to say that he'd been injured. Ms. Addison is sitting right next to me. Why'd she call you ahead of me? The emergency contact is listed as our home number and then me. She couldn't reach you through either, so she had to act fast. She used Noah's phone to contact me. And that's how I heard about Noah. It's a good thing we bought Noah that cell phone. He was pretty upset about not being able to reach you. What about your work? I apologized to my boss and left. It was an emergency. I had no choice. Anyway, where exactly have you been? This sounded like it happened hours ago. How is he in an ambulance? It's just been nothing but questions from you this whole time. What's up with you? Just answer me already. How are you there already when you were away on business? There's no way you could have made it in time to ride in the ambulance with him. What? You don't know anything about what's happening, do you? Noah was already admitted to the hospital hours ago. I went straight to the hospital when I got back. Then why are you in an ambulance right now? We are currently being transferred to a bigger hospital that's better equipped. All right, that makes sense. What's going on with you right now? Why the hell did you lie to me earlier? Where even are you right now? Is Noah okay? He's still unconscious. So, what does that even mean? Please tell me exactly how he's doing. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you more than that. If you want to know, just come here yourself. Where the hell are you when your own son is in critical condition? I was just out of the house for a bit. Today, Noah went to a friend's house right after school. So I thought it would be fine for me to leave the house until I needed to pick him up. Why didn't you just say that then? Why would you bother to lie about it? Were you that worried about me finding out that you'd left the house? Not being able to be there when my child needs me felt like I'd be a failure of a parent. I didn't even notice when I was being so desperately contacted. And so I just said that I was already with him. Miss Addison was calling you repeatedly and you didn't notice for hours. What could you possibly have been doing that you didn't notice that? I'm sorry. I only just now noticed the messages she left. Miss Addison was there at the accident and stayed with Noah the entire time. She's been a huge help. She might even be more reliable than you right now. Please don't get mad at me. The only reason I lied is because I was afraid you'd yell at me. That isn't going to cut it. You tried to hide the fact that you couldn't arrive on time by lying about it. It's almost like you're hiding something from me. I'm not hiding anything. You keep giving me vague answers whenever I try to ask where you even are. It's suspicious, no matter how you look at it. Noah is more important right now. Now isn't the time to hound me over something so stupid. Is that what you think? You're the one who was uncontactable and unlocatable while your own son was hospitalized. Didn't I ask you earlier to take care of everything while I was gone? I am so sorry. I don't need more apologies. Just explain what's going on. I promise I'll explain everything later. Right now, I just need to see my son. I don't know what you're up to, but just hurry up and get here. When exactly do you plan on getting here? How far away did you end up? I'm not coming. What? I don't want to. Cut it out already. Are you trying to get out of explaining yourself to me? I know that no matter what I say, you won't ever forgive me. What are you so terrified of? Our son is fighting for his life as we speak. And yet you won't even be there for him as his damn mother. Me being there won't change what happens. It's best if just you and Miss Addison are there. You're his mother. Miss Addison already had to go back to the school. Both the principal and vice principal came in her place. And yet you refused to come. If I come, you'll just blame me, won't you? You're refusing just because you don't want to be yelled at. Whatever. Don't come then. Don't even bother to come visit him later. No. It's not like I'm not worried sick about him. But you're letting your fear of my anger keep you from even seeing your own son. What kind of mother are you? There's no point in even trying to lecture you at this point. Don't say that. At this rate, it would be better for you to just keep screaming at me. I don't have time to bother with you. I'm gonna call my parents and have them come instead. Just stay wherever you are and don't come back. At this point, I know I can't even count on your help. I was cheating on you. What? I have a lover. I was at an all-inclusive resort with him today. I left my phone behind when I went to the jacuzzi. That's why I didn't pick up. You were away with your lover while your son was hit by a car. You are the biggest scumbag on the face of this earth. I hope you can never look at yourself in the mirror after what you've done. This is exactly why I didn't tell you. You didn't even notice when me and Miss Addison called you repeatedly. How long were you in that damn jacuzzi? 2 or 3 hours. The room has an en-suite bathroom with a jacuzzi, so I could go in and out as much as I want. So, that's what it was. But it's not like you were in the water that whole time. For you to completely forget about your phone. Things must have really heated up with that guy of yours. Once I got out, I saw all the missed calls from Miss Addison. And then I heard the voicemail about Noah's accident. I thought you'd be suspicious if you knew I wasn't at the scene immediately, so I just lied about it. So, the thing you were willing to sacrifice everything to hide was your secret lover? Then you go and be happy together. Okay? Wait! Hold on! I only lied because I didn't want to ruin the life I have with you and Noah. I don't care. I really don't. Why you lied makes absolutely no difference at all. You and I are through. I had no way of knowing that something like this would happen. This couldn't have come at a worse time. Why did this have to happen to our little boy? If his teachers had been watching him properly, this never would have happened. The accident happened after school. It wasn't even on school grounds. You can't blame the teachers for this. That's why I'm so grateful to Miss Addison for rushing to Noah's side. But if Miss Addison had been with him that whole time, maybe the accident could have been fully avoided. Stop trying to push the blame on her. That will come after the police and school staff convene about the incident. For now, we have to deal with your whole mess. How long have you been sleeping with this guy? About 2 years now. How old is he? 22. That's pretty young. You've been meeting him while I was at work and Noah at school. So, you've been going behind our backs from the very beginning. I messed up, okay? You sure did. Unluckily for you, I'm not so big-hearted that I can forgive something like this. I'll get on my knees if I have to. I'll do whatever you say. So, please, just forgive me. In that case, I'll have you sign the divorce papers for me. Once Noah recovers, I want you gone. Please, just give me one more chance. Haven't I been a good wife to you this whole time? That's completely irrelevant now. The whole time we've been married, you haven't worked once. Why bring that up now? I was just wondering whose money you used to go on that spa trip. It certainly wasn't the money you earned from your non-existent job. Well, Don't tell me you've been using my money to mess around with your lover. Where did you even meet a guy so young? He's from an escort agency. He works at an upscale club on the side, and I'd always request him to serve me. You hired an escort. Just when I thought you couldn't get any lower. Where did you get that kind of money? You didn't dip into our savings, did you? I'm so sorry. We were saving that money for Noah's education. You used that for your affair. I was scared that he'd abandon me if I didn't keep spending money on him. In the place where he works, they won't even pay attention to you unless you order the expensive stuff. Do you think I care about that? You cheated on me and stole from our savings. There's no going back. I'm going to tell your parents about this too. Wait, let me talk to them first. If I let you do it, you'll probably just keep lying to them. So I better do it. I promise I'll tell them the truth. Who do you think I am? A backstabbing cheater. A filthy liar. A worthless woman. Okay, I get it. You want to get rid of me, don't you? Well, it's the same here. A younger, more handsome boy is better for me anyway. I don't need you. Great. Then we're in agreement then. And just so you know, you're going to have to still pay child support after this. And you better believe I'll be speaking with my lawyer to try and sue you for every possible thing I can. Fine. I'll get you your money. Oh yeah? From where? You haven't worked in ages. Even if you work yourself to death, it will only cover child support and living expenses. You won't have money left for luxuries. Don't think that you'll be able to keep living how you are now. Still, I'll figure something out. Where the hell is all this confidence coming from? My lover is kind and caring. He treats me like I'm his princess. He made me remember all the thrills of being in love. With him, I know that I can live a happy life. So I don't care if you abandon me. How long do you think he will keep getting clients? After he quits being an escort, where will the money come from? Have you even talked about the future with this guy? No, but I don't need to. He'll support me. How do you know that he wasn't just sticking with you for the money? I wonder if a guy like that would really be willing to support you. You don't know anything about him. You're right. I don't. But still, it was just an affair. If it was real, you wouldn't have to always spend so much money on him. You aren't even really dating. You're just client and escort. Then what do you suggest I even do? If you're going to throw me away, who am I supposed to live with? Just go and live with your parents? There's no way you can afford to live on your own. Once they know I cheated, they'll cut me off for sure. You know how my dad is. All right then. I don't know what to tell you. Live in the park. I don't care. There's one thing we have to decide on still. Even if we split up, you'll still let me see Noah, right? If Noah wants to see you, then I'll let him. But once Noah is a little older, I'll explain to him what you did to us. And after that, I'll respect his wishes on what he wants to do. What are you saying? You intend to drive me and Noah apart? How dare you take a child from his mother? Noah is my reason for living. It doesn't matter what you say. You are the one who betrayed us in the first place. Don't try to act like such a loving mother when you won't even come see him in the hospital. You have no right to even call yourself a mother. I get it. I'll come see him now. It's better if I come, right? Nah, don't bother. There are still things that I can do for my son. You let some guy distract you from caring about your own son. What exactly can you do for him after that? You can't be trusted with anything after you fail to protect him. That night, my son finally regained consciousness. My wife still didn't show up until 3 whole days later. I ignored her, knowing she was only here as an excuse. I focused fully on taking care of my son. Once Noah was able to return to school, me and Michelle got divorced. I wanted to split up earlier, but I thought it would just make things worse if Noah's mother disappeared while he was still recovering. After our divorce, it seems like Michelle tried to get help from her lover, but just as expected, he rejected her. Really, she was just a piggyback to him. I don't think he was interested in a homeless woman saddled with child support and court fees. Noah didn't have any lasting complications from the accident and returned to his happy school life. On top of everything, Noah was lucky enough to get Ms. Addison again for a teacher for a 2nd year in a row. After Noah left the hospital, she made sure to help him with all his late schoolwork. And when I had to explain everything to Noah, she gave him emotional support too. She even worried about how I was doing. She would ask how I was, if I had been getting enough rest. When I got that letter from her, I ended up crying from how overwhelmed I was. I guess it was like I had been hurt too by everything that happened. She is someone that me and my son are both deeply indebted to. Katie, we need to talk. Are you really not planning to come back home tonight as well?
A text message from you? What a disappointment. I was hoping it was from Daniel or Mark. You've been really annoying recently. Stop texting me unless it's something important.
I'm texting you because it's very important. I'm guessing that you're with Ryan right now.
Correct! I'm surprised that you got it right this time. We're on a date together right now. I guess you're finally starting to understand me. As a reward, I won't get divorced with you just yet.
I know that there's not much point in me doing that. They're going to hand me a new set of divorce papers as soon as something doesn't go your way.
Yeah, so what? I can do whatever I want to do. I only handed you those divorce papers because you didn't do as I asked you. You should be really grateful that I'm still married to you.
I've been wanting to ask you something for a while, actually. Why should I be grateful for you not divorcing me?
Are you seriously asking me that?
Yeah, I am actually. You do know that you're at a huge disadvantage right now. You should be grateful that we're still married. I have evidence of you cheating on me with at least 3 other men. I can hire a lawyer and take some legal actions against you. Are you really sure that you want to be acting so arrogantly towards me?
You're so funny sometimes. I can't believe that you're making empty threats to me now. You really need to think about the position that you're in. My dad is the CEO of the company that you work for. He's going to be on my side if we ever get into an argument. You're currently in the position to inherit my dad's company when he retires. If we do end up getting divorced, you're going to be fired from the company and lose your right to become the next CEO. That's why you should be grateful that I'm staying married to you. I'm going to keep on having fun with my boyfriends, and you're going to keep quiet about it. Do you understand now?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
If you don't want me to divorce you, you better not talk back to me ever again. Tonight I'm going to spend some time with Ryan, and I have a date lined up with Daniel from tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night I'm staying with Mark at a hotel, so I won't be coming home. I guess I'll come home the day after tomorrow at around lunch. You better not text me any complaints during the next 2 days. If you do complain, I'm definitely going to divorce you.
I'm just lost for words. You really are a terrible human being.
You better be careful with what you say. That's the kind of word that's going to lead to us getting divorced. It really would be bad for you if we got divorced, right? You really need to know your place.
Actually, I should be saying that to you. Do you not realize how much trouble you're going to be in if we get divorced and people find out about this?
I really don't care. I'm enjoying life right now, and that's all that matters. I've got to get going now. Please stop distracting me from my date. Goodbye.
Katie! When did you come back home? You should have told me. Also, why is there another set of divorce papers on the table? I don't think that I did anything wrong.
You finally found them! Took you long enough. There's a good reason for that. There was no food prepared for me when I came back home. I was really hungry. I can't believe you tried to make me starve. That's why I left the divorce papers. I expected there to be some food made whenever I come home.
How was I meant to prepare food for you when you didn't tell me what time you were coming home?
If you really want to keep being my husband, you need to predict these kinds of things. You don't want me to divorce you, right? You better do a better job next time.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry if I upset you.
I'll give you one more chance. Make sure that you don't make the same mistake again.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time. What time are you planning to come home tonight? I'll make sure to have some food ready for you.
What are you talking about? I already have plans for tonight. There's no need for you to make me any food. I'm spending the night at an expensive hotel with Daniel. We're going to have so much fun together. Enjoy the night by yourself. I'll come home tomorrow evening if you really want. I know that you miss me.
Actually, I have a week-long business trip for work from tomorrow. I probably won't be home by the time that you get back.
Wait, what? Who's going to do all the housework this week then?
I'm sorry, but I have to go on this trip. Your dad was the one that assigned me on this work trip. I won't be able to do any of the housework for a week, so I'll leave it all to you. No one's going to make you food at home, so I suggest that you eat out this week.
Are you serious? You're so useless sometimes. I have no idea why I got married to you.
Yeah, I feel the same way recently. I've got a lot of work to get done, so I'm going to get going.
Okay, that's fine by me. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of excited that I'm going to get an entire week free from you. I'm going to have so much fun with my boyfriends. I've got to start making plans.
Katie, what did I do wrong this time? I'm getting tired of this. Why is there another set of divorce papers on the table? I didn't see or talk to you a single time this week. There's no way I could have done anything to upset you.
Yeah, about that. You know what you did wrong, don't you? Don't you dare try to lie to me. You set up a hidden camera in our bedroom.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's no point trying to pretend that you don't know. I can't believe how dumb you are. You left the camera in such an obvious spot.
Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't think that you would notice the camera. I guess I underestimated you a little.
I deleted all the data that was recorded, by the way. Mark was the one that found the camera for me. He's so smart. As a reward, I booked an expensive hotel room with him. I'm going to spend the night with him here. The divorce papers on the table is punishment for trying to spy on me.
Okay, that's fine by me.
You really are kind of weird, aren't you? I think it's creepy to set up a camera in my bedroom. What was the purpose for doing that? Did you want some videos of me while I had fun with other men? You really are kind of pathetic.
Actually, I was just trying to gather up some evidence.
For what?
I knew that you would invite your boyfriends over as soon as I left for a business trip. I needed some solid evidence of you cheating on me, and that's why I set up the camera.
You really are pathetic. There's really no point in collecting any evidence against me.
Actually, there is a point. I don't think many people would just let their wife keep cheating on them.
So you're trying to say that I'm doing something bad then? Are you really sure that you want to be accusing me like this?
Yeah, I'm saying that you're doing something bad. I am definitely not going to forgive you for cheating on me. It's also really annoying that you're not trying to hide it anymore.
Are you really sure that you want to be talking to me like this? If you're not careful, we're going to have to get a divorce. You're going to lose your place in my dad's company if we get divorced. Don't you dare try to argue with me. You have to let me do as I want or else.
Or else what? I really don't care anymore.
Wait, what? What do you mean you don't care?
I mean that I don't care if we get divorced now. I just handed in our divorce papers, actually. We're no longer married.
Wait, what? Did you really just hand in our divorce papers? You're just joking, right?
Not at all. I just handed the papers in about 10 minutes ago. We're officially divorced now, so I'm moving out. I already have a new place to live lined up, and that's where I'm going to head now.
No way! You had all of this planned, didn't you? How could you do such a thing to me behind my back? I'm so shocked. Are we really divorced then? Like, are we no longer married?
Yeah, we're no longer married. I'm also going to move out so that we don't have to live together anymore.
Are you dumb? Do you not understand what you've just done? Your life is pretty much over.
Do I really have to explain this to you? It's really not that hard to understand. I just handed in our divorce papers, so we're no longer married. I also hired a lawyer so that I can sue you for cheating on me. I have lots of evidence, and I also know that you've been using the money that I earned on your dates. That's enough ground to make you pay me back some money.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I think I'm doing what most people would do in my situation.
Do you not get that you just lost your job? You were meant to become the next CEO of my dad's company. How could you hand in the divorce papers knowing all of this? There must be something seriously wrong with your brain.
Don't worry, my brain is fine. I think there's been some misunderstandings between us. I was never going to be the next CEO of his company anyway. I never said a single word to you about this.
Wait, what? I always thought that you were going to inherit the company.
He already had some other candidates lined up for the position once he retires.
I didn't know that at all. Then why did you want to marry me? None of this makes any sense to me. I thought that you just wanted to marry me so that he would give you the company once he retired.
I married you because I used to like you very much. I thought you were the one. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. I guess I don't feel the same way anymore ever since you started to show your true self. Isn't that the reason why most people get married? Because they love each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together? I don't feel that way anymore, and that's why I decided to get a divorce. You really did a great job hiding your true self. I thought that you were such a kind and charming person. Ever since I found out that you were sleeping with other men 3 months ago, I've been collecting evidence so that I could get revenge.
What are you talking about? You must have a really short memory span. Didn't I just tell you that I deleted all the evidence you recorded on that hidden camera? You have nothing on me. I made sure that the memory card was completely empty.
That camera that you guys found wasn't the only one. I left that in an obvious position so that you guys wouldn't find the other one.
Are you serious?
There was actually a second camera that I hid. That one was much smaller, and I made sure that it was difficult to find.
You tricked me! I can't believe it!
That camera isn't the only piece of evidence that I have anyway. It wouldn't have mattered even if he had found the second camera too. I also have videos from the drive recorder of our car and also another camera in our living room. I have more than enough evidence to show that you've been cheating on me.
I had no idea you were spying on me in so many places.
I wouldn't have had to do it if you were being faithful to me.
I'm not going to forgive you for this.
I had such an easy time collecting the evidence because you thought that I wouldn't divorce you. I should thank you for making my job very easy. I don't really want to keep in contact with you, so my lawyer will be the one talking to you from now on.
Fine. I don't want to talk to you either. Sue me for however much you want. I really don't care. I'll ask my dad to pay it all for me.
I'm going to be discussing with my lawyer about how much to sue you for. I think that it's going to be around $30,000.
You can't be serious. That's so much money.
I am dead serious. You used my money without my permission on the dates, too. That's pretty much theft. You're also going to have to explain and apologize to the wives of the guys you've been sleeping with. I'm going to make sure that they all find out what you have been doing with their husbands. I'm sure they might want to sue you, too.
What? I'm going to be in so much trouble if you do that.
Do you finally understand the situation that you've managed to put yourself in?
I guess it can't be helped. I don't care about any of this, actually. I'll just ask my dad to help me out and to prepare the money. I'm tired and don't want to have to deal with any of this.
Actually, you won't be able to do that. Your parents told me that they're not going to be helping you out anymore. I told your dad about you cheating on me and he was very shocked. He cried and apologized to me as soon as I told him about it.
Are you serious? He cried? I don't think I've ever seen him cry. Why would he apologize to you anyway? It doesn't make any sense.
You really don't understand what you've done, do you? I'm sure that your parents will be in contact with you soon. They told me that you would have to pay all the money yourself.
No way! Are they really not going to help me?
You can discuss things with them directly. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. I'll make sure that my lawyer gets in contact with you at some point later this week.
Wait, you can't go yet. Let's talk this out. I've decided that I don't want to get divorced anymore.
I'm sorry, but there's no going back now.
Don't be like that. I'll break up with my boyfriends right away. I promise that I'll never see them ever again. I was actually planning to stop sleeping around anyway. I thought it's about time for me to settle down with you. Let's forget everything that happened between us and start fresh together. I hope that we can find that spark again that we had when we first got married.
I left the contact details for my lawyer on the table.
Wait, are you not listening to what I just said?
You'll probably receive a text message from that number in a few days' time. Make sure you reply to him.
Please listen to what I have to say. I want you to forgive me.
I've got a lot of things I have to get done. Goodbye. After we finished texting, my ex-wife Katie started panicking and rushed back home. When she returned home, I was no longer there. Instead, her parents and the wives of the men that she had been sleeping with were waiting for her. All of the wives decided to team up and sue her for exactly the same amount. The amount of money that she owed everyone, including me, totaled over $100,000. After finding out that her parents were not going to help her, she tried to ask for help from her boyfriends. However, they all ignored her as their relationships with her were all casual. Currently, she lives in a rusty old apartment by herself and works multiple part-time jobs. I ran into her the other day and she looked nothing like her former self. It looked like she had aged 30 years since I last saw her. I imagine she must be living a stressful and tiring life these days.